Alright guys, get some lights on. There we go. I'll turn this one on too. Alright, so we're another hot attic for this one, which today is not as bad as it has been, so it's manageable. A little sticky, but anyway. So we're here for a no cooling call. All we've done up to this point is take the door off, test a few things, and I'll take you over everything that we just did and take you through the fix. So the thermostat was just completely blank. And the reason that was is because of no batteries. You know, this model doesn't take batteries. So one would think a pop fuse, something like that. Inside these air handlers, whether it be up on a board or down here, make sure you kill your power. That fuse, if it pops because these wires touch the wrong thing or something, then that's your problem. I figured that's what we were going to find. The fuse is good. So next order of business is we take our voltmeter, go down here on these two bottom terminals, 240 volts, switch it on just to verify that the breaker is working. 240 volts. So that one feeds the transformer. I've tested low voltage here between common and red, and you have nothing. So all indicators show that we have a bad transformer. Now what a transformer does is it takes 240 volts and transforms it into 24 volts AC. The 24 volt signal, all these thermostat wires and stuff, it's not high voltage. You can touch it, like as long as your hands aren't a little moist, sweaty, it won't get you like that. But anyway, that transformer supplies the thermostat with all these little signals, you know, and the thermostat throws 24 volts down this wire, down that wire, down that wire to make the fan run, make the outdoor unit run, you know, all that kind of stuff. So you can't see it here. It's tucked way back up in there. Right here, so we're gonna get a screwdriver. Now, I always carry these universal transformers. Mars makes them. They're all right. So what you do is you'll read these little stickers here, and it'll tell you common, whether you're using 120 volts, 208, or 240. Well, I've already showed you it's a 240 unit. So we will use orange and then common to complete the circuit with white. Now you're like, well, I got all these extra wires. Put wire nuts on them. You're not using those. It's universal. So one transformer will work with anything you got. And that won't work with commercial voltage usually and stuff, but regular single phase electricity, you're good. Okay, so got our part there. Now screwdriver. Oh, you gotta love attics, man. Whew. All right. I feel like I blow a lot in these videos. Oh. It's just that hot. I can't help it. I guess I'm trying to blow the heat off of me. I don't know. All right. So, like I said, there's usually just a couple screws back over here that's holding this thing up there. Now we may end up, because ours isn't exactly the same, we might end up mounting it somewhere else or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. See what we got. Okay, so here's the factory transformer. Now we do got to make sure that we put that ground back. And I don't know where the electrical tape just came from, but whatever. All right. Now again, everything is dead. If not, you're gonna have a bad afternoon. Oh yeah, it is the transformer. You can see a black burnt spot and right over here. Okay. So on transformers, you've got a high voltage side, and then you've got the low voltage. So we'll take it wire by wire. This is the hot side. And what we'll do is we'll take some needle nose. I gotta get some more side cutters. They got left at a job, and I'll eventually get them back, but I'm not driving all the way out there for them. Oh. So, pro tip, keep up with your tools because you need them to do your job. Go figure, right? But we'll make this work. A lot of my job is just, this is the situation, make it work. And you get pretty good at it. Oh, okay. All right, we didn't pull nothing loose. All right, so we're going to take these two wires, put them together like they already were. I hate spam calls, man. Quit. Anyway, okay. So again, this label tells me, I don't know how well that'll show up for you, 240 is my hot wire. So I'm going to take that because that's 240 hot wire. And I'm going to take my little blue wire nuts, and you can use a bigger wire nut if you want, and screw them on like so. Without that 24 volt signal, nothing will run, even though there's nothing wrong. It's never being told to, basically, is what I'm saying. So we're going to take our common now, take it off, unwrap it so we get a little bit more distance, a little more play for us. And I was going to take y'all through the compressor that I did earlier, but the homeowner was around me the whole time. I don't want weird people out, y'all. I'm not filming their house. I mean, these are just instructional videos. I don't think people would mind seeing their air handler, you know, YouTube seeing their air handler, but I don't want to take you through the houses and stuff. So anyway, with that compressor, it was geothermal and it was in the house and he was right there, so. And I don't know how much he could have seen because they're tucked back. I guess it would have been a good video, but maybe next time. So we're going to twist those together like so. Now we're going to take the common, white common, and tie it into the common of the unit. And let me warn you, loose connections burn, so you want a good tight connection. Okay, so that's our high voltage end. Now we're just going to do the low voltage. Red's hot, blue's common. So we'll do our hot wire first. See, if you'll notice, it comes right off that transformer, goes through that fuse. That way, if there ever is like a wire touching metal somewhere that it shouldn't, it will pop that fuse and not destroy the transformer. And one could say, well, how do you know it didn't do it this time? Because the fuse isn't popped. If it had a dead short, it would have not run, obviously, but it would have not destroyed the transformer. Okay, so now we're going to look on our 24 volt side, and 24 volts is blue. So we're going to take blue, tie it into there. Now we only have one more wire, and that's our common. Didn't give you much space on that one, but we'll make it work. Always do. Okay, that frees us up a little bit of space. Almost tried to get my finger there, but I'm good. Alright, so we got our common, one more wire nut here. I don't want this to get tangled up into that switch wires. Okay, so yellow. Yellow to common. So we'll see if it'll physically fit back over there. I don't know if it will or it won't. Oh yeah, I think so. I think so. May only get one screw in it, but at least it's up and back in the factory location. If I can get my hands up in there. I got fat hands. Doesn't help me in this field very much. Oh, I gotta switch hands. Did that even go? Oh, I see it. Oh no, what are you doing that for? Okay, all right, so we're good. Okay, so that's up, not touching our board or anything. So we're good. We should be able to turn this bad boy on. Okay. And look, it worked. It's almost like we've done this before. And I'll even prove, like before, I didn't have 24 volts. Now I clearly do because the blower's running, but I'll show you. We're here. Alright, we'll take our red, set him there. Set him there. I don't know if y'all can read the meter or not. 26 volts. So that's exactly what we need to run. So that's fixed. We'll write an invoice after getting it back together. And that's the end of my day. I've done a compressor and 2 calls before the compressor and now a call after the compressor. Maybe people let me go sit down, rest for a little bit. Probably not, but it is what it is. I never minded doing this job. I don't always like where I got to do it at, but, you know, it is what it is. I say that a lot too. Alright. I need to put my phone in my pocket before I walk off. And Big have to come right back up here. Alright, so let's do that now while I'm thinking of it. And I tell you, Milwaukee makes these little drills right here. And they have tons of power. The battery life on them is very, very good. They got a little magnet that holds screws there. I mean, it's really cool. Then you can switch it. This kit comes with a bunch of different heads. So this can be a 90 angle drill. You know, it can be a lot of different stuff. I just like this one. It works out. And it's got a little clip that goes on my bag, so I always have it. Works out. One of these days we'll do a video on like stuff in a technician's bag. I've seen people do that. Maybe we'll do it one day. Alright, so we'll get our trash. And that's it, folks. I mean, that's not real hard stuff if you're educated on it, but if you don't know, it'd be very hard to figure out, I would imagine. Alright, so that's it, man.